Hello and welcome everyone. You're watching No Pun Included plays Dungeons and Dragons and our campaign Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Today with me, as always, I have some very fantastic guests. Elaine Bloodicana.
That's me. I am. So it's not often someone uses my surname.
I know, right? I thought I'd catch you off guard.
I'm playing Marche Docume.
We have Emma Janssen.
Oh, I hate my name in English. Hi, I'm Emma, and I play Gina. Giggles is good barrel.
We have Paul Dean.
Paul Dano?
Wow. Wow.
We've got an actor with us today.
That's, this is not the first time that F has mentioned Paul Dano. This has happened a few times, and I think he has a Paul Dano obsession.
Thing.
Paul Dano fan club.
I definitely have a thing for Paul Dano. That is absolutely true.
Well, I'm Paul Dean, and I'm playing the character Aris, who looks exactly like Paul Dano.
Fantastic. And finally, we have Ross.
Oh,
Hey, I'm like Madonna. I just have a first name.
Just
Oh,
the
you are
Ross.
like Madonna.
Yeah.
Ross and Madonna are very similar.
And, much like Madonna, I'm living in a material world because I am a material boy. I play Rogan Morbash, who is also a material boy and is from a wealthy stock, a fighter, but maybe not as good as he thinks. Did we do that? I just kind of lost track what was going on, and I've just done my character intro.
That's fine. That's totally fine. Ross does have a last name. It's Connell. And much like the Connells, nobody knows if he's 74 or 75. That's Elaine's joke. I stole it from Elaine.
I said what I said was, I hope that we still know Ross when we're old, so that people will be like, oh, do you know Ross? And I'll be like, oh, Ross Connell. Oh, I can't remember if he's 74 or 75. But I have to wait like 40 years to say that joke. So
when that song came out, me and all my family were like, hey, this is our song because we're cool.
It's they're a good band. I don't think it's their best song. I like Fun and Games better, but
who doesn't?
It's a good song.
I wanted
Ross.
to give a special shout out today to everyone who watches live and joins us on Twitch every Saturday at 8 o'clock and makes our evening that much better by participating in chat. And we've always felt very guilty about not being able to interact with chat because that would be disruptive to the game as a whole. So we tried to figure out how we could incorporate chat, and we decided on a solution. So whatever messages you leave through the course of the game, there will be an interlude in the middle, and our very own Ross will be there during the interlude with you, and he's going to read some of the messages out.
It's me.
It's you, Ross, yeah, and provide a little bit of, I guess, interlude entertainment.
Got any Paul Dano questions? Get them in the chat because we're going to be talking a lot about Paul Dano.
No, got any Madonna questions?
Any of those are good.
Or
any of those are really good. I also wanted to give a special other shout out to any donors who donate, because donating makes the show alive and makes it keep going. All the donations that you donate go directly to our non-pun included cast.
What?
Yeah, sorry, no, I fluffed that. It goes directly to no pun included cast.
God. Do you want to try for the third? Take 3.
All donations go directly to no pun included cast members, and that would be
all
Paul,
donations
Emma, and
go directly into Morbash Manor and its restoration.
No pun included cast members, is that right?
Correct.
NNPICM.
That's correct.
Everyone that is not in the same room as Bessie.
Yeah, pretty much. I also just realized that actually our donation system that we've set up allows for comments that I haven't been reading out. So, to read out everyone's comments who left a comment and their comment hasn't been read out. Today, we have a very long time ago, we have Wendy Gasparazzo, who said the cast is a treat. Great start to the campaign and glad to see you all having a blast. Wolf Rodriguez said, your show is great fun to watch. You are the best. Sam Ryan said, big thanks from New Zealand. Thank you, New Zealand.
On behalf of the whole of New Zealand.
Thank you, New Zealand. Thank you.
Rob Wager said, happy birthday, Emma.
Woo!
That's a while ago.
And Nickelodeon, who did the fantastic fan art for Rogan, said, such a wholesome show. Hashtag adopt Nim.
Yes.
Hashtag adopt.
adopt.
Yes.
Ooh.
Adopt him.
And the latest donor, who Scott Armstrong, who came in with £100 donation,
Wow.
bring
Wow.
back the Hermit, which I guess we now must.
I mean,
Thank you
That's
so
what they're
much,
paying
dear
for.
everyone.
that hermit does need to come back. There's unfinished business there.
Some gift donations in chat. We will make sure to read the donations that happened throughout
During the
today during the
interlude.
interlude. That's Ross's job. Ross, you keep an eye on that.
It's my job.
It's your job. And otherwise, shall we?
Feel free to specify if it's a question for Rogan or if it's a question for me.
It's a good point. That's a very good point.
That's very important. We don't want to get those two people confused.
No.
With that, shall we begin? Shall we go into previously on Waterdeep? All right.
Okay.
All right, exciting. So,
Is it
previously,
just gonna be like meow? Done.
previously on Waterdeep Dragon Heist, our companions were rescuing a cat. It was a cat in trouble. The cat's name was Philippa, and the cat needed to be rescued. There might be that little mishap of the DM not remembering that the adventurers were actually supposed to go rescue a cat, and the DM thinking that an entirely different encounter was going to take place. But thankfully, in time, I recalled the actual plot of the show. Hooray me! So we had a little sidetrack, and you rescued a cat from a gazer in a shop.
Do you know, it just occurred to me, right, that you always introduce us,
Uh-huh.
and we never introduce you.
I introduced myself, and
He's the
do you want
host.
to introduce me? Do you want to introduce me?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls.
boys and girls. I'm failing at this terribly, aren't I?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Dungeons and Dragons. This is Efka Bladicus, and
Thank
he
you
is
very
your
much. This is
Dungeon Master.
As
I
your
don't
dungeon
think I've
master,
ever done an introduction in my life before.
Went
sorry.
very well. It went very well.
It was the worst. like I started
fine.
off badly.
It was your idea, and you got yourself to blame.
I know.
I'm going to
isn't
take
it?
a moment to
I-
sip
I-
some tea
you know,
and regroup.
Efka said I don't have any jokes this week, right? And I was like, what? They're easy though, and then I couldn't even come up with one
Well, there you
for
go.
you. You're putting the dungeon in Dungeons and Dragons, Efka.
Elaine, stop.
No.
Don't keep going. You are digging a bigger hole for yourself.
Putting the mast in Dungeon Master. What? I no. Okay.
Whoa, wow.
I'm rubbish at this.
Thank you, Elaine.
I'm
Putting-
entertained.
Putting the mast in Dungeon Master.
I don't
Jesus.
know. I just looked at the word Dungeon Master on the screen, and I was like, "What word can I make from this?" That
Jesus
like,
Christ.
putting the
The star of the
dungeon.
dungeon mastering.
That's better
Instead of
already.
star.
I mean, I
Wow.
feel I feel like you could have at least gone with like putting the ung in Dungeon
The
Master.
ung.
The ung.
Putting the arse in Dungeon Master.
Oh no.
No, sorry, that was rude. That was naughty. Sorry, this is a
A family
show.
show.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
All right. Okay. Well, back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and previously on Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Thank you for that, Elaine.
Meow.
Our companions rescued a cat, but previously to that, some things have been happening. A fireball blast that rocked the side of their tavern, killed 11 people, and an investigation that was launched after these events. You've eventually narrowed down the culprit to someone called Erstel Floxen, who, as you've now discovered, hides in Garland Villa, a location that belongs to the Garland noble family of Waterdeep. And it's a pretty big mansion. It's in the North Ward, which is where your tavern is. And you also suspect that a Nimblewright, an automaton type creature, has been the one that's responsible for the blast itself, and potentially also being in Garland Villa. You don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows where the nimble right is, really?
Hopefully you.
Hopefully I do. Or do
Hopefully
I?
the nimble right itself.
Yeah,
is
that's
already-
right. Yeah.
They are.
I see what you did there, and I have enjoyed it. All right. With that,
I think I missed it myself. Or
because
What?
you know it'll write itself, nimble right. You know.
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Then it was
Ah.
more. And then I thought,
Oh, was that the joke? That it will write itself, so it will
Yeah.
know where
I
it
know
is?
it's not
That's
my
very
joke.
good. That's very clever.
Oh.
I'm just too silly to get that joke. I'm just not educated enough to get that. joke.
I'm too silly to not realize it was a joke.
Accidentally on purpose. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good.
Totally fine. Yeah.
We've ended the last session with a visit from your old friend Renner Never Ember, who you previously went adventuring with. And he
On
sort
an
of-
adventure.
yeah, on an
Find the
adventure.
masked in Dungeon Master. carry on.
And he reinforced everything that you've learned so far by some information that he provided himself to you as well. And it seems like your next step, whatever your next step may be, is somehow tied to Garland Villa. But what you're going to do, I'm going to leave entirely up to you. However you want to proceed, I'm putting the adventure in your hands. You tell me what's happening, and we're going to go from there.
Shall we burn the place down?
Where are we right now?
You are in Morbash Manor. Renner's
Do we
just,
have like a full rest already, or is it the same name?
It's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do. It's the evening. Renner's just left. The tavern's just closed down. The staff went back home, and you are just sitting in the foyer, maybe with the lights still on, or
Foyer.
yeah, you know, like the main hall of the tavern, right? At one of the
It's a very
tables, at
fancy
your favorite
tavern.
table.
Uh-huh.
Tell me more about your favorite table. What's your favorite table like in Morbash Manor?
Ooh.
What's the what like?
Your
Favorite
favorite
table.
table. You must have a favorite table in the tavern. You know, what's your table? What's the table you like?
It's
to sit
not.
at?
It's not by the toilets.
It's not by the toilets.
No.
No.
Mine
that's
is
true.
the one that's scratched up with all like messages to like it was a fancy new table, but it's already scratched up with
Oh,
like,
what?
messages from deckers and stuff.
Oh, okay. So we don't mind that. Are we accepting that as like wear and tear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's my table. Like you can choose another table. That's
I feel like Aris's favorite table might be a round one that seats about 4 people, which is probably often the 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
what about our friends?
Haven't got any.
Like who?
Like Renner and
Nim.
Nim.
Nim's not been at your tavern
No,
yet.
but he might
Yeah.
come one
That's
day.
true.
Volo's
Who will be
been-
our friend?
Volo's been here,
Hi.
and he's your friend, possibly. I don't know. He gave you this tavern.
Who was Aris's friend? Your best mate?
Merrick.
Oh God.
Merrick, yeah,
Merrick
That's
on Tweed.
1. That's not true.
and Steven.
2. This
Stephen,
is
yeah.
sad.
Stephen
Stephen
Drum.
Stephen
Drum.
does not
Stephen
even
Drum.
be anywhere
Stephen
near
Drum.
this tavern.
Okay, so yeah.
I like Stephen Drum. He seems nice.
For those who don't remember Stephen Drum is an acquaintance of Marche's
Wonderful.
No, he's
from
not.
times
No.
long past, who had
He's
a
great.
foot issue
No,
that
Yeah.
Marche has been healing.
no.
It was.
Then
Was
none
it
of
the
this
size
is
of
true.
the foot?
It
Is
was
that right?
it was definitely the size of the foot. Stephen had feet that were way too big.
Were
Who
they?
says what's
Football.
too big?
Stephen, he gets to decide.
Stephen. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are his
I
feet,
mean, yeah, but
If he thinks his feet are too big,
but they
then-
didn't used to be.
I mean, it's Stephen's decision.
I'm very happy you didn't hear that stupid joke.
I'm not.
No, I'm very glad you all didn't hear my stupid joke. Yeah, that's good.
It's all right. We'll rewatch it on the VOD.
Uh-huh.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
What's that song? Your feet too big. Anyway, sorry.
Your feet
Right.
too... No.
No, there is a song.
There is,
No,
right?
this is. But also, yeah. What do we want to? What do we want to do?
What
next?
do we want to do?
there are like some
Rogan's definitely had a nap. I'm just throwing out there. He's definitely had a rest of some kind. Full health restored, all abilities restored, a good
sleep
rest.
in his eyes, a bit
good
of
old,
drool in his
good old
mouth.
rest.
Rogan, that might happen if you go to bed tonight. But so far, it's not been long enough for you to have a long rest.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
he's definitely got his health back from a short rest, and he didn't use any other abilities in the last mission anyway. So, oh, did I? Can't remember. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Move on.
So.
It might be a good idea for us to bed down for the night anyway.
But that's then the second night. Because it's been 2 days. Like, this is the day after, right? After the explosion.
Yes, this is the day after.
So this
the
is already
explosion,
one
yeah.
night. Like, if we do another day, like, then it would have been like a full day since the, like, maybe too long since the explosion.
When's the dragon party?
That was tonight. Like you had like Dragon Down was this whole day. You know, there were like festivals across the city. You took down some trolls. You know, like a lot has happened today. Like
been a busy day.
a lot has happened today.
Packed schedule.
Yeah. So it's been a long, busy day, and you know everyone's left. You had a lot of people at the tavern in the evening as well,
good.
right?
yeah.
So it was quite busy, and a lot of people were cheering your name when you came in and stuff. You know,
Wow.
it was a busy night. You feel like you made a decent amount of money, probably. Who knows, right? But it feels like the tavern was packed, so hopefully things are going good.
Are there
And
souvenirs that we can purchase from Dragon Day?
Dragon Down.
Dragon Down, yeah.
I mean, there could have been, but you've been too busy. You
Fooey.
have
Go.
been too busy.
We've
I was
had some
hoping
stuff
for
on
a-
our plate.
A dragon down baseball cap or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tea towel,
Yeah.
checkbook and pen.
Dragon down doily.
But yeah, what threads do we want to follow up next?
Go to the villa. Just
I think that's a good idea.
I think that makes sense.
I mean, we had a busy day, but we're all totally fine, not scratched up, and we've had to sit down to take a breather. I don't think we should let another night pass.
So it's worth doing that this evening.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
How will we get past the magic lock on the gate?
Well, maybe we don't have to. We can just go there and see it from there. We don't need a plan.
What remind me of the
There's-
magic lock? What was the magic lock?
If the building is protected by magic.
I see. Oh.
Yeah.
Uh.
I mean, there's usually more than one ways to, skin a cat or enter a building.
Is that
Please
a
don't.
callback?
Please
Yeah.
don't skin any cats.
It's
Harris.
more of a metaphor or a euphemism, but like there's a number of different ways we could do it, depending on like how legitimate we want to be as well. But I don't know. I think it's also worth looking at just what the building is and the grounds that it sits in, and thinking about whether it would be, whether we have to sort of rock up maybe in an official fashion and just knock on the door and be normal people, or if we could like hop over a wall, or maybe it's part of a terrace building and we could hop across the
Maybe they have a party
rooftops.
tonight because it's festival. We can always see what's up. Like,
That's actually not a bad idea as well. Yeah.
I think it might be worthwhile calling in a favor or two. We do have some, we do have a little bit of reputation now that we've built with the Harpers or with Greyhounds, perhaps.
This is true.
They
Maybe
may
that's enough.
know of a way to
Okay.
gain access.
That all makes sense.
Or we bluff our way in.
I get the feeling that we'll get to the outer grounds, it'll be locked, and there'll be no one there, and we won't be able to get in. But we can certainly try.
So yeah, just to give you some direction, all your clues point towards Garland Villa, so that's obviously the next step.
that's what we need to go.
What I am saying though is there's no particular set way how you have to approach this. It's entirely up to you what you decide to do and how you decide to proceed. So, you might want to just charge in tonight if you want to, right? And that might be smart or not. You might want to investigate the place first, and that might be smart or not. You might want to wait until tomorrow, and that might be smart or not. But
I
not
think it would make sense as Gina. Like Gina thinks it makes sense to check it out tonight because it's still the festival day. People have been around the streets. We could pretend like we can inspect the house. Like even if they come outside, like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Well, we can pretend we're drunk and just lost our way. Like there's things we could do to make sure. But I think we need to check it out.
I completely agree with all of this. I think all of that makes sense. We can roll by, and there's nothing wrong with walking around the neighborhood. And if someone tries to take us to task, then it's a very good point. We can just be drunk or be passing revelers or. But yeah, I agree. There's
Let's do
2
it.
votes for that.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay. Garland Villa is only a short walk away. It's in a relatively more upscale area of the North Ward. It's also nearby to where Stephen Drum lives.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah, he's quite well to do.
Oh,
Did you
not
know
him
that?
again.
He's not like rich, but his house is nowhere near as big as Garland Villa. But
What?
that's maybe there's a reason that Marche hung out with him in the past. Who knows?
No, Marche never hung out with him.
Wow.
It's a fallacy.
I feel bad for Steven.
I want to find out the truth behind Drumgate. I do.
I heard Steven's a real stand-up guy, and I don't like how he's been
He's
treated.
got 2 feet firmly on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's impolite.
Wow.
Not gonna focus, but
Zone of
Stone
truth.
of truth. Oh, zone of truth.
Spoon of truth.
Spoon of truth.
Garland Villa itself is surrounded by a large wall, right? It does in fact have what you would call grounds, right? Or you think it does, or at least like you can tell from the massive barred gate, that you can sort of see through, but the gate itself is about like 20 foot tall. It's definitely taller than the fence itself. The fence is a 12-foot high stone wall that wouldn't be necessarily the easiest thing to climb, but not undoable. The grounds are massive, and it looks like the only way that you can climb this fence is probably either from the front entrance or from the eastern entrance. Not eastern entrance, the eastern side of the fence, because everything else is not just a fence, it's literally surrounded by buildings. So you would have to like scale buildings, and not only do you have to like climb onto a 12-foot fence, but like there's like just a steep building right after that. So it would be significantly harder to climb over that. So there's mainly 2 points of entry, effectively, if you want to climb the wall. Otherwise, there's the fence itself, which you can approach and nothing stops you. The street is, I wouldn't call it busy because it's now getting towards nighttime, right? But because it's Dragon Down, there's still quite a few street revelers out, and still quite a few people out, and just straight up trying to climb the fence would be quite conspicuous, because you're just climbing a fence, right? And in the middle of a street, in the middle of a busy city, if you wanted to succeed at that, there would have to be either some sort of a distraction or something that would avert people's attention from what you're trying to do. That's sort of it.
what if we take something from someone and throw it over the wall? They have to fetch it.
Like a football. Oh,
Yeah, but then,
Lost your
like-
football, mate.
Oops, sorry.
Oops. Better go climb that 20-foot fence.
Yeah.
But what use is someone else
12-foot.
climbing the fence?
Then no, but they're not gonna climb the fence, or they're gonna like ring the bell, like, hey, this thing of mine is like, or we could do it for ourselves, like, hey, this thing is like flew over the wall. Like, I think my dog is there, or like my cat.
My shoe flew off.
My cat.
Right over this wall.
The cat, like my cat is there, like, and Like
I was tying my shoelace and it slipped out my fingers and flew over this wall, and now it's on the other side.
Could happen. Could
Our
happen.
rogue, Aris, was trying to balance on the fence and accidentally fell down the other side. Can we come and fetch him, please?
Yeah. We've left our rogue in your property. Well, first of all, I think this is a scalable wall.
Yes, probably.
It's like evening time, right?
Yes.
How dark would evening time be?
Well, evening time, it's less evening time and more getting towards nighttime. It's about 11, something like that. It's in terms of darkness, it's dark, but there are street lamps everywhere. This is a well-to-do area. It's fairly well lit. None of them have been busted or anything, unlike in the dock ward.
It's a better area, yeah.
It's a fancy area. Like you live in one of the fancier wards, but this is just a fancy area of the fancy ward.
How many lights are actually on in the building?
It's hard to say. Not only is the building blocked by a 12-foot fence, but it's also like I mentioned, you can clearly tell there's grounds in between the fence and the building. You can see some of the building, and you can see that some lights are on.
So
not all of them.
I mean, you can only see the first floor and the balcony.
Okay.
And
Balcony.
There is a balcony, yes.
Can we do a Robin Hood moment?
I mean, so the balcony is quite far away.
What?
Shoot an arrow like towards the balcony and then just like climb up.
Do like a zip line thing.
Like an old school Robin Hood, like how they stole like the Disney animated put on like a washing cloth line, the coins.
Sure, I'll believe you.
The fox,
yeah. That was random. Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
I don't have a bow.
I'm up for that. Oh, okay.
Or rope or whatever.
I have a bow. Would you like my bow?
No, it's fine.
And my axe.
My sword and my loot.
I think isn't the balcony like, I don't know, like 20 meters away or something?
Yeah.
It's
a significant distance away.
No, but we would climb a roof and then shoot it from there, and like, it's a whole plan. But maybe there's a better plan.
We could. Sorry.
No, go on.
No, I had a stupid.
No,
idea.
please.
We
No,
could,
it's not.
I like stupid ideas.
we could pretend to be timber merchants.
No.
And say the fence has been busted up a little bit in all the revelry, and we've come to fix it. We've been called to fix the fence, and we just need to come round the other side and see if there's any damage to the fence around the other side.
I mean, it's an excellent plan. There's one thing I would like to mention is that the fence is made out of stone.
Oh heck, we are
masons then.
Masons, indeed.
Also, is there actually even anyone to speak? I'm not speaking to the GM now in a gruff voice for no apparent reason. To everybody else, is there anybody that we can see in the grounds to even speak to about masonry at 11 p.m. at night? Emergency masonry on
emergency.
there. And then when they come and check, there is no hole in the wall, and we're still on the wrong side of it.
Well, I mean, we could make a hole.
I'm saying it's a bad idea, but I'm saying that, one, I can't see anyone to ask. Two, we don't have any masonry equipment. And three, the wall does seem perfectly intact.
If we want to... I'm stepping back a bit. I'm seeing like two lines of thought here, which is one is that we find a way to sneak in that is absolutely not on the level, which is like we just hoist ourselves over the wall somehow, and then we're sneaking around as basically intruders, which is problematic because it's kind of a crime. But if we don't get caught, that's like with all crimes, it's fine.
Spoken like a true rogue.
We enter under false pretenses, which is some version of like the idea of like there is a problem that needs fixing is pretty good. Or like maybe we lost our pet, like we were walking an
Our
animal.
cat is lost in the garden.
We saw it. Yeah, we saw it go over the wall or something. Can we just come in? But then if we do that, we're probably going to be like super supervised while we're around there.
Yeah, but then I can charm them for an hour. That would give us time.
So here's a quick question for you, Efka. Is there anyone that we can even vaguely see that would be anywhere near the gate or entrance at 11 p.m. that we can shout and tell them our cat's gone missing and to let us into the grounds?
You can't see a single person in the grounds right now, and you haven't been. You've been standing here and talking for about 5-10 minutes, and you've not seen a single soul. So
Gina takes out her lute and starts playing a very loud song.
some time passes, still not a
just
single
really,
soul.
really loud, like really annoying.
No,
like,
I know
yelling cat
Gina.
loud.
I know Gina. I know.
Nothing's
I
happened,
understand
okay.
what you're doing. That does not seem to produce any effect.
Perhaps whilst Gina's playing, we could just sneak in.
You're gonna leave me behind.
I
No,
mean,
you can come too.
How can we sneak while I'm playing?
Can't you climb and play at the same time? You're an excellent bard.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Oh, that's
like,
true.
I need
Yeah,
both my hands.
a
to-
loud,
Bardic tricks.
an incredibly loud lute player climbing over a wall does sound like the kind of incognito entrance that we need.
But hold on, there's also an idea here that if someone like Gina is doing a distraction at the gate of some kind, like, you know, trying to get people's attention or being like, hey, having the strip, like my cat's lost on the ground, that might be enough of a distraction.
11 p.m.
Is there a doorbell?
There is no
something.
doorbell. There is absolutely no doorbell. In fact, you've also learned that the door magically opens to people who are allowed to pass through the door.
Does it open for us?
No.
Oh.
No, why would it?
It sounds like magic.
I still like the idea of calling in a favor with the Harpers or with the Greyhounds, because there may be a secret way into the grounds that doesn't require us publicly scaling a wall or something
Perhaps
along those
digging.
lines.
Yeah.
Digging under a tunnel.
But
Oh,
if
yeah.
they are like related to like the Shantaran and stuff, I don't know how much the Harpers or Greyhounds can do for us.
The Harpers are not related to the Shintarim in any way. You know that much. You also probably would know that calling in a favor is definitely something you could do, yes.
Let's do it.
Especially since Renner, who is a Harper, is one of the people who told you that this is probably a good idea to do. So,
I mean, I do love the cat over the wall, the masonry ideas. They're all fantastic ideas. But I think maybe we could try calling in a favor with Renner Neverender.
Yes.
Whatever his name is, first.
Yeah, or seeing if we can, because the worst that'll happen is he'll say no, right?
Yes, indeed. Let's
For
do
sure.
it.
Okay. Yeah, I think,
I mean, he knows we're doing this anyway, so it's not like there's going to be a secret that is revealed to him.
He would not be surprised by this information.
No, exactly.
Of all of the people we could ask a favor of, he's probably the best choice.
Exactly.
And
But
then
why
if
wouldn't
not,
he have mentioned something when he was in our tavern today, telling us about all these things? If he would have known something about the
I guess he didn't.
villa, or...
He didn't expect us to go there 11 p.m. at night and just try and bust
Well,
in
it
the
would
middle
make
of the
sense,
night.
right? That he would have mentioned something if he could have helped us, right?
We didn't ask.
That's also true. We didn't ask.
No,
we didn't
we were
ask.
so excited by the challenge presented
He
to us.
kind of
that,
talked about like he gave us more information and like. Well, yeah, okay.
I mean, we don't
Gina's
have to speak to him if you'd rather scale the wall. But I think he could probably help us find a better way.
Sure, fine.
you might have tips.
It's a shame that we didn't keep back Philippa, and that we could have chucked her over the wall and gone after her. We could have
Is
had
that
another cat adventure.
That's
Generally, a thing that we want to have in our invent. Are we just thinking this is our future plan now? As we have like one or two spare
Bless you.
animals, and
Yes.
They're always a useful way of getting in somewhere, like hurling a cat through a window and then being like, "Oh, I've just seen my cat in here. I have to come in."
Yes, I in fact, I might go into a sideline as a cat adventurer.
A cat hurler.
A cat what?
A cat hurler.
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 Yes.
Is there any way that we can contact Renner?
Yeah, there is. So you can probably either try and go visit him at the Yawning Portal, which is where he's currently residing. If you have the ability to cast Sending, you could cast Sending as a spell.
Is that seems like a strongly worded hint.
I don't have it.
Elaine does
Neither
not
do I.
have Sending.
I do not have something.
Were you not given Sending scrolls by someone at some point?
I feel like we had two
You mentioned it, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think
when we were locked in our house. We had a couple that we chose not to use because we spent a quarter of an hour talking about climbing along roofs.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you used one to contact Blackstaff at one point. Oh, paper birds. Yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah. But yeah, there's ways, and we don't, like, from a out of kind of role playing perspective and more of a rules perspective and adventure structure perspective, you don't necessarily have to role play the whole thing out of, going and finding Renner. We can just, do a montage summary of what happened,
All right. We send Renner a note saying what we're planning on doing this very night. We're planning on trying to break into the Garland
But
Villa.
that's then against what you just said, right?
With his help.
You're calling in a favor.
Yeah, we're calling a favor. So we're telling
I
him.
guess we're not breaking in.
Yeah.
We're telling him what we're doing so he can help us, because that's what we're trying to do, aren't we? Trying to get
But
into
that
the
isn't the
grounds.
same as calling in a favor, right?
Well, we're telling him what we're doing and how we want to do it, and if he can help us, that is a favor.
We can say that we're trying to gain access rather than break in.
Yes.
Especially because in case it's like intercepted by someone, or I don't know.
It's magic.
That's the language that we use is probably isn't a bad idea to just say, we're trying to just get into.
Could be like, Renner, what we
access to.
spoke about earlier. We've got some questions. Meet
So-
us.
Renner does respond, and because he met you earlier tonight, he's quite willing to talk, and he suggested it.
Good.
And he says, basically, the best I can do is I can offer the help of a couple of agents who can create a distraction for you, if you like, if you want to scale the wall. That's his only offer in terms of actually being able to realistically help in any way. He
Feels like something.
He can't help you himself because he's being a bit coy about things, but he's also apparently has a thing of his own, right, going on.
Sure.
But he's happy to get in touch with some Harper agents who, at an agreed upon time, can create a distraction of some sort.
Midnight.
Midnight would be cutting it close. It's midnight, like right now.
Oh, right, okay.
Like another hour has passed.
I just wanted to say midnight creepily. Sorry.
No, that's cool.
Okay.
You're allowed to.
I don't know. 2:00, 1:00.
Is that something we want to do? Do we want to scale the wall and try and break in?
I think we can. I think it's a low-tech, uncomplicated way to get into something that hopefully doesn't reveal us. Because the moment we get spotted or caught, then I don't know if we enter ourselves into a world of problems of law enforcement related issues, or what the appropriate use of force is to respond to intruders and things.
Probably death. Most things seem to be death in Waterdeep if you're caught doing it.
I'm
That's
okay
not
doing
untrue.
this, but we should be quiet and careful, and probably as quick as possible as well. Like if we imagine ourselves going into the building and running around looking for stuff, we've probably got to find like a study or a library maybe, or an office.
So we're in agreement that we want to. So we do want to go ahead and try and scale the wall and break in with this distraction.
Yes.
All right then. We agree a time with
Maybe.
Renner.
Is this a good idea? Oh man, I don't know.
I mean, adventuring is always a good idea, Marche.
I thought I was saying that as me, not as Marche. Like, is this a daft idea? I don't know.
The story will not wait for any longer.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yes.
Do we have like any additional things that we think would make us like be quieter people as well?
Not bring Rogan.
Take off your shoes. Yes, and not bring Rogan. Take the bells off your jacket.
You could also get some rope and stuff. You know.
Oh well,
just
I
make
believe
sure.
we have some in our
Good.
climbers kit or
Good.
whatever it's called.
I have a grappling hook, which is always helpful.
Yes, grappling hook.
And that could certainly like get us up to a balcony or similar.
I mean, I'm happy to wait behind, but I don't know what I'll do if you get into any trouble.
I
from
was
this
also
side of the
joking,
wall.
but you are the most loud of all of us.
Just perhaps you
I
could
can't
take
argue
off
with that.
some of your heaviest, loudest armor.
I mean, it's my favorite armor.
Or Rogan could be. No, I've got it. Like, I've got it. Rogan needs to be the distraction. Just like, hey, like I will make a thunder wave blast. I will.
We already have harpers that are doing a distraction for us at 1:30 a.m.
Yeah, but I think like then I don't know. I thought
I can go home to bed if everyone's happy to continue. I'll just go have some ale.
No.
In the tavern.
No, Rogan, you're coming with us.
I think everyone's got talents to contribute, and I do actually think that Gina's point about Rogan being some part of a distraction is still a thing to consider. And it might not be the same distraction as the Harpers, but it could be a backup distraction, or I think it might be possibly helpful if he waits outside or stands watch or something. Or no, it's like
No, I
there are
get it.
different things that
Like-
folks can do.
we don't know what's going on inside, so we need all the hands we can get.
Yeah, I
Because
agree with that.
What if we were like, Gina is getting really frustrated with not answering this building. How thick are the how much space is in the like gate? I don't think she will be able to fit through it, but
No, that it's not that kind of. Yeah, you could maybe fit your hand through it, but that's about it.
What about? I've just had a thought. It's coming, I promise. But what about if one of the Harpers come and with us into the place, and the other one creates the distraction with Rogan, so it's not like a big mob outside.
So here's the thing. There's one other thing you can do if you want to do, and I didn't mention this, but I was going to mention this as a rule going forward in the campaign. You do have a cleric residing in your tavern. And you can Bosius, yeah, and you can always hire her if you want to. It's gonna cost you. She's told you it's gonna, like, anytime you want to hire her for the day, it's gonna cost you 50 dragons. You know, like, you know, it's a discount price for letting her stay at your tavern at a discount as well.
Are we?
Yeah, you are.
Can we afford that? Can we afford like friends and family discounts?
Yeah, sure. Maybe. Who knows?
Marche,
We'll find out.
Yes.
didn't you also have didn't Yargra or who said something to you, Yargra?
Yeah,
wanted
I have
to-
spoken to Yagra. Yes.
I
She's
mean,
lovely.
she might
She's
be
a real
more
gem.
useful than
Okay, I just have to, as a GM, interject with this idea because Yagra is a Shantarim agent. You are breaking you're breaking into a house that is potentially harboring a Shantarim agent. That might
Might be Yagra.
no. Well, no.
oh, but
might-
if Marche joins them, Insider
I'm not sure I'm good enough for that.
okay, Gina casts Thunder Blasts, Thunder
Oh.
Wave.
You're,
I don't
you're-
care.
You're not even there yet. Like
We're back at.
Yeah, you went back to the tavern to
tavern.
contact.
Just randomly casting Thunderblast.
I thought we were still out.
Also, we,
I don't
we
think
need,
Gina
we don't
would have
need
went back.
we don't need a distraction where we're the center point of the distraction. Like we don't want the distraction to draw all attention to us. That's less a distraction and more an alarm. I think
let's just.
I think we just agree the time with the Harpers and let them make a noise. I can always Rogan can always hang out with them.
Yeah. All right.
He's not bothered, and you can all break in.
Let's do that.
And the rest of us will try the wall.
Otherwise, we're going to be here all night.
Yeah, nothing's happening at the minute.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're waiting for the Harpers, then at agreed time, 1:30.
Yes.
You sort of quiet. Nothing's happening. There's still some people. There's still some revelers. About most of the people are revelers, right, on the street. There's still sort of party mood, and people are
Party
drunk
on.
and happy.
Yes.
Suddenly, a redhead halfling steps out from one of the back streets, stands out in the middle of the street, raises his arms like that, breaking physics apparently.
Why?
Because.
Oh, I see. Oh. Why am I being Marsha? Like.
And says, "Hear ye, for 1 hour only." Pauses. "The Raging Lion, the best tavern in the North Ward, will be providing drinks in the celebration of Dragondown for free.
Oh.
Anyone who would like a drink at the Raging Lion for the next hour."
This might be a distraction.
Let's go.
Drinks.
I want a free drink.
I think Rogan is right that this might be a distraction.
Oh.
And we shouldn't ourselves be distracted by
You may
free
have
drinks.
a point. Yes, of
Compelling
course.
as that
we
may
have
be.
have a job to do. Yes.
I could certainly go to the tavern whilst your adventure takes place.
Everyone starts scurrying. Everyone's like, "Yay!" The entire crowd cheers. And the crowd disperses.
Cool. Yeah.
I mean, there's still you'd still have to catch a moment and make sure that someone's not passing by, or there isn't a late night dray carriage passing through or something like that. So it's not like, oh yeah, coast is clear, right?
I presume we kind of know rough times of the dray carriages.
Yeah.
Like a bus.
Kind of,
table,
yeah.
right?
And you have a period of time basically that's not very long. You have a couple of minutes maybe is what I'm saying, right? If
don't
you want to do something,
is what you're saying. Don't dither about.
Well, yeah,
discussing
kind of.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Shall we take our chance?
Right. I can very easily spin up a grappling hook and hook that to hopefully a corner of the wall, maybe a little away from, I don't know, between street lights or somewhere that's just a little more shaded or dark, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Good
not
plan.
a difficult thing for me to do. And then we'll have some secured rope that all of us can climb up and use to hop over the wall.
Easy peasy.
Right. Okay. So if you're trying to scale the wall, there's a couple of things I'm going to need all of you to do.
Okay.
So someone has to keep an eye and make sure no one spots you, right? Someone has to be responsible for helping people scale the wall, and that will require some physicality to it. Someone is going to have to make sure that you're all quiet, and anything else that you can think of to contribute to this task is also appreciated.
Rogan could be at the top of the wall to help people scale it, and then come back down when the last person goes up.
Okay.
So kind of someone could keep watch, and then Rogan scales the wall first to help people scale the wall, and then goes back down because he's not going in. So the noise doesn't make a difference if he's not going into the grounds.
How do we get out then? If you go back down.
Throw the rope over.
Yeah, but then you have to climb up like that. It would be better off if you would
I'll
come
just stay-
with us then.
Rogan,
I can
have
stay
a-
keep and watch on the street.
I have a small idealet. I have some paste that I made from the gazers. Perhaps it could make your armor quieter if I rub it on. It's very good for the nasal passages too. It's very opening. But perhaps it will make your armor a little quieter if I rub it on a little bit.
Quietness paste.
We can
gazer
try.
Paste, yes. I would like to try that.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Like, is that not an ability that you have, or no?
No, it's literally just like some goo that I picked up, and I would like to rub it on Rogan and see what happens.
Right. Okay. Well, he smells now.
Oh. His airway is clear.
It
Sure.
smells like it's working.
Sure, it smells like it's working. It's at least giving Rogan confidence, maybe, if
Good.
Rogan's buying
Okay,
into this.
excellent.
So, there is that.
Excellent.
Right.
A bit of a placebo. All right then.
Rogan, are you scaling this wall? Is that what's happening?
I can keep watch.
Go on,
Gonna
Emma.
suggest is it not possible for Iris to scale the wall and see if he can somehow open the gate from the other side?
It's actually not a bad idea as well. It might be worth, me going first and
That's
just
a
seeing
really
if
good
there is
idea.
some simple way to do that.
Okay, if you're
there
going to do
might not
that,
be, but this is how we find out.
if you're going to do that, you have a couple of minutes, literally. So,
Okay.
Do it, please, now.
Yeah.
I'm a fast, quiet boy.
Go. Pick
Aris,
an
give me a
enchanted
strength
lock.
check. Athletics.
Oh,
Go Aries. Go Aries. You can do it.
18 plus 2 is 20.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Also correct math. For that, you don't get a bonus, but you do scale the wall quite easily, right? Give me a perception check.
Oh, okay. 13.
13. Okay.
That's not bad, right? I mean, that's
It's not
fairly
bad.
good.
Yeah. Do you have low light vision or dark vision or anything like that? No.
I don't. I have a history of clandestine activities, though.
Rogan's got dark vision.
Okay.
Rogan's got dark vision. Just so, as a group, we remember that.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the things you can do. See in the dark.
Elaine, could you
I don't-
bring up the map for us, please?
Uh-oh.
Yes, I can.
Hooray. Okay. So, Aris, you are currently the wall isn't pictured because I ran out of space on the map. So imagine
That's how far away it is. It's not even
imagine
on
that
the map.
this is you at the very top. Just cut
God,
off.
I'm handsome.
There we go. Right here at the very
He's
top.
right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's underneath the woods.
Oh, let me move this.
There
There
we
you go.
go. Okay. So imagine that you're on a wall right here, and the fence is just about over there, right?
Yes.
So what you see in front of you is a massive villa, and you're currently in a place that has some like pretty low trees that are not exactly like they're more like growing trees, right? They're not they're young trees basically.
They're like
but
shrubs.
Yeah, they're sort of shrubs, but they have some
Saplings.
huh?
Saplings.
Saplings, yeah. They have some leaves and some bushiness to them, but they're not not amazing cover, but they are
They're
some
not getting
cover,
carried
basically.
away, but they're trying.
That would be an accurate description. Yeah.
I love a good shrub.
I love the word shrub.
Berbereeds.
So
I don't want no
but
shrub.
You are currently on the fence, and the shrub is just behind you. You also spot further away in the distance 3
Oh, oblige.
3 shade-like figures.
Shade-like.
Yes, as in
That's a nice term. I like that. Shade-like.
He's
yes,
not quite
as
in
in
square.
sort of shadowy.
I guess it doesn't matter.
beings. You can clearly tell that something's off because they're not like they're see-through. There's
Ooh.
a darkness to them visually, and there's a like the opacity has been turned down basically, and you can sort of see the stable looking building behind them through them, which you shouldn't normally with human beings.
Stable as in where horses are kept, or stable as in it won't fall down?
Stable is when where horses are kept.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But it might fall down.
but it, I mean, you never know. So, and they're sort of just hovering back and
Anything
forth,
could happen.
and they tend to follow this path as well. You sort of notice them following the path, straying a little bit, like they're sort of almost like guards. They're like observing things, and they haven't spotted you yet. Actually, give me a stealth check.
Maybe they've.
Okay,
With
I'm good
advantage
at this.
because you're on a wall
Oh, this is going to be good.
and in darkness.
23. 23.
Yeah, okay. You're unseen. You're a ghost yourself, which maybe the ghost then would see. No, let's not get into that. Yeah, so you're kind of peeking at the situation on a wall. Only a couple of seconds have passed whilst I rambled on this long description of what's happening. And you're what do you do? That's the question, I guess.
I want to spend like a few more seconds just watching these figures, first of all, because this is interesting and scary.
Yeah.
Are they like human kind of height?
Yes, they're all human height.
And they're definitely like humanoid, like they are moving in the way that like a humanoidish.
One's
figure would.
definitely humanoid. The others are slightly shorter, and there's one that's more humanoid, and the other two are like slightly shorter, slightly gaunter, and it's honestly too dark to tell.
I don't like this because if you have like a bunch of regular staff working in a house, you can do regular things with regular staff, like distract them with a noise or bluff them or whatever. But if you have like weird spooks and undead, you can't like just say, hi, I'm here selling door-to-door stuff, and they come over and go, oh, that's very interesting, I want to buy that. That doesn't work on things.
Yeah.
They do sound like people you want to avoid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
okay.
telling us all of this?
I'm sort of thinking through this
surveying,
in my
I think.
You're
head.
just still okay.
But I feel like I want to, following Gina's suggestion, scoot along to where the gate is very subtly in a sort of a shrub-like fashion. But I also feel I'm getting an increasing feeling that the moment anything happens with that gate, they'll all Metal Gear Solid get exclamation marks above their head and be like, the gate's open. And then we'll have a sad time. My experience
We're
of
right
stuff
behind the
that's-
gate, so we got you.
Yeah. Also of note, so you see that the main building is here, right? This is the main building. But sort of where I'm pointing at with the pen, that is that's a balcony as well. It's a massive balcony above here, right?
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I'd like to scoot to where the gate is and quickly check the gate out, but I immediately feel like a good idea is for us to not be seen by these people ever.
Is the gate between the villa and all of these spooky people? So if we come through the gate, we're going to have to go through all the spooks.
No, the gate is like literally to the left of Aris on the map right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
here,
yeah.
right?
Just here.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't see where he gestured. Thank you.
Yeah, that would be the gate.
Cool.
Yeah, is it okay if I scoot my way quietly, subtly, shrubberily?
Yeah, you definitely rolled enough stealth. You wait until the figures start going the other way. Give yourself some time and only a couple of seconds, and then you scoot towards the gate. What would you like to do at the gate?
Without touching anything, just sort of examine it and see if it's something that I could easily unlatch from this side.
There doesn't seem to be any kind of lock on the fence.
It's a magic lock.
Yeah, that would make sense. I wondered if there's something. I also feel like touching
To
it might.
override it.
Maybe, yeah. But I also have an increasing feeling that even touching it might be a bad idea.
I mean,
Well-
you can try doing whatever you like. You can try and
I
unlock
sure
it,
can.
but you know,
The description we got told was that people just walk through it and it knows who's allowed and who isn't. So the idea that it even opens in a normal way, I don't think that's the case.
If it's okay with Paul, can I try and do like an Arcana check or something on this fence as well, like from this side, this side. So you're the other side now.
Yeah,
and,
you
like,
can
I'm
definitely
looking
do
through
that.
the fence at you, but I don't want to like
that's a
butt
good
in.
idea.
I don't want to butt
No,
in
I
on
think that's a good idea.
your action. Okay, so Marche like wanders up to. So Marche hears, I guess, Aris from the other side, like examining the fence, or I don't know. Yeah, I know Aris.
yeah,
is
give me an
attaching-
Arcana check. Yeah.
And I'll have a quick shift at it. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. 12.
12
bad.
is fine. You know that you can sense that it's a magical lock, and you can sense that if you had a knock spell prepared, then you could easily open the fence.
I do not. Sadly. I don't have a knock spell.
I think the thing that Aris wants to do right now is either, if he can actually speak through the gate to Marche, if Marche is there, or head back.
Hello, Alice.
Hi, to where he grappled over. Just fill everybody in on everything that I've just seen very quietly and be like, hey, I don't think we're dealing with normal security systems here. I think it would be cool if we maybe hop the fence and then we can quietly grapple our way onto this balcony and away from these people as soon as possible. Yes. And we have to assume that if we want to try and go in the building and sneak around, this is going to be the theme. The theme is going to be weird magic, and like I've heard of alarm spells that go off if you touch stuff.
Oh, I have
Maybe,
one of those.
Don't not right. Just
not right now.
good,
no. Okay. Noted.
And maybe more transparent friends inside, which means like we could still do this, but my experience of transparent people is like if you get in a fight with them, you can't really stab them. They're just sort of, it's banned because
I'm not super stabby anyway. It's fine.
I still think we can do this, but I think we've probably got to be super careful.
Go on then. What do the rest of you three do with that information?
Eris, of course we can do this. We can do anything. We are adventurers. Let's not forget that. We're not running away from anything. We are running towards things. Running away is a type of running towards something else.
I can spin that.
Yes.
Give me a while and I can spin that for social media.
Persuasion check.
All right,
so
Gina, Rogan, what are your plans?
grapple
What
the fence.
are you going along with climbing over?
Gina's climbing over.
Okay.
Strength check? Or
So it depends on how you do this. So if Rogan, like he said, is going to go at the top and try and help, he can help.
No, Gina's doing it on her own.
Gina's doing it on her own.
Yeah.
Gina, give me an athletics check.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
5.
5. So you try and climb it, but it's just it's kind of like that moment where you realize you can't actually climb walls, like you thought you could, and but wait a minute. I've never done that in my life before.
It looks easy when Aris does it. Aris just whizzes at walls like they're not there.
So it's not the end because you can have another attempt. It's one of those things. It's just that time is of the essence, and every attempt to climb the wall is taking up time that you are.
Can I give Gina a boost? Like, because I'm tallish. I mean, I'm of 5 foot.
If Gina wants a boost,
I mean, is that something that would be allowed if Gina allows it?
yes.
Yeah.
Gina, jump on my shoulders. I'll pop you up.
On your shoulders? No, just
on my head.
Scoot me up. No, don't be strange. Just normal. I'm a normal being. I'm not tiny. It's fine. It's fine.
No, but I'm quite strong.
But I'm not standing on your head. That's strange.
Oh, okay.
So if you're helping out, Elaine, can you give me a strength athletics check, please?
Oh no.
No. Okay.
I'm too puny to do this. So
Right.
Okay.
I did not eat my breakfast.
Elaine rolled a 3.
Just take my rope. Let me help you with
I was
my
climbing the rope.
That's 2 failed attempts at
Does
climbing
Gina
the
not
fence.
get a roll for the strength help?
I mean, so Gina didn't want any help at first, and now Marche was trying to lift. If you want to try and climb again yourself, you can totally do that. Yeah, Marche tried to lift you, couldn't do that. You can once again.
Can I use my lucky to try again to help
You
Gina?
can. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I was supposed to re-roll before the outcome is determined, but I knew what that was going to be. It wasn't as if I went, "Oh, is that going to succeed?"
Right. Okay.
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sake! Sorry, no, I fluffed. I failed. Sorry, Gina.
Oh my goodness.
That wasn't fair.
Rogan, what do you want to do whilst this is happening?
I mean, Rogan is happy to stay here to form a distraction, knowing that there's the spooky people, and could try and make a distraction further around the wall. Because stealth isn't, as Gina pointed out, stealth is not Rogan's forte.
No. Yeah.
So going into a stealth-based environment might not be great for Rogan. I mean, he's happy to help all of the people get over the wall, but essentially, he would be saying to them, like, do you want me to be on check just in case we need a distraction of some kind outside of the grounds?
I think that's still helpful potentially. Yeah. I think that could be good.
So that, I mean, in that case, that's what Rogan will do. He'll be ready to, like everyone said earlier, he could be ready to do another distraction outside the grounds.
Okay, Aris, you see Gina and Marche trying to climb the wall, not quite being able to climb the wall. Is there anything you want to do?
Is there some way I can assist them? Because
I mean, yeah, you can. If you're still, you can climb back up the wall and try and help them if you like.
Yeah.
Yourself. Yeah. It will give them advantage then, if you do that.
Yes, please. Yes, indeed.
Okay, give me a strength athletics check.
That's fine. That is 15.
Hey, that's fine. You scupper up the wall. Just think you're gonna slip for a second, but it's fine. Gina, what would you like to do?
Well, try it again.
Try again. Okay. Well, you have advantage this time on the roll because Aris is up there, giving you a hand.
Where's my lucky die? Those are both horrible. 7.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a third failure on this.
How many do we get?
Let's keep the tension up. Marcia, you have advantage on this.
Okay. I'm aware, yeah. 19.
Hey, you get up the wall.
I know. Can I
Right.
stop it on the top of the wall to try and pull Gina up with the rope that... Oh, no,
I mean,
rubbish.
Rogan can stand on the bottom and use his hands to lift Gina up.
Good
and
idea.
You can all
Yeah, that's
pull her
much
from the top.
better idea.
You can try and do that, absolutely.
No,
much
Gina.
better.
Gina is not happy.
Gina is. I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Rogan will leave it to it then.
And so will Marche.
Go on, Gina. What do you want to do? Is there any way that you want to approach this differently, or do you want to just keep trying?
Keep trying, I guess.
Okay, go for it.
Nope, it's another 5.
You have advantage on this. Aris is still up there, helping you out.
13.
Hey, that's better.
That is better.
That's considerably better.
That's
Not
considerably
enough.
better.
Is it enough?
It is enough.
Yes!
Just about. Just about.
Sweet.
Just about.
Sweet.
This is quite the heist.
Well, sometimes things get off to a slow start. It's fine.
Rogan,
It's our first attempt. At this
You're
kind
the
of
only
thing.
one on the other side, and you feel like, you've got seconds literally left if you want to climb over the wall, or you can stay behind.
I think everyone was in agreement that Rogan should stay on this side of the wall, right?
No.
Everyone.
Gina also said we need all the hands we can get inside.
True that.
Oh, okay. I thought Gina said that Rogan was loud.
Yeah, you're like, there's no denying you're the loudest, but if we are getting in a fight, you do a lot of damage. So we need you on the other side.
Okay. Well, does everyone else feel the same?
I think we could have you come over, and maybe you don't run around everywhere inside as much, but if you are still inside the wall or somewhere downstairs, like hidden in a shrub, that's could be helpful.
I mean, Rogan will do whatever everyone else thinks is a good idea. So if that's what you want, I'll roll.
I think it could be helpful, and it's an extra pair of eyes. And Gina has the point that if something does go down, it might still be. You do have also a weird magic axe.
I do. It's true. Either way, I got 22.
Oof.
Nice. You leap over the wall. And now everyone else who's leaped over the wall, yes, please put them down. Everyone who's not Aris, please give me a stealth check. Rogan with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
I'm very
yeah,
lucky that I have my,
What? No,
what's it called?
but Rogan's
so
feeling good.
That's true. I've got the paste on me. I rolled 7 twice, so I got 8 on my stealth.
I rolled a
Fantastic.
1, but I get to re-roll it.
That's true.
For stealth, right?
Yeah.
14.
And Marche.
I literally fall over the wall and scream because I fall.
That
It's
will,
a
of
really
course,
piercing scream as well.
that will, of course, alert the shade-like
Yeah, of
figures
course it will.
towards you.
Of course it will.
And
I'm so sorry.
we
I'm so
are
sorry, everyone.
going to go into an interlude right now.
Okay.
So we're going to leave you for just a couple of minutes in the very capable hands of Rogan, Morbash, or Ross, as you would like.
What I did see in the chat was someone asked, can they see the minis during the interlude?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah.
unfortunately, the
That's
camera is going to come off us
Yeah.
during the interlude. So I can show
Maybe a quick
Now?
look when you return.
or
Oh,
when
yeah,
we
yeah, oh, no.
return.
Yeah. We can do it. We can do it after the interlude.
Sure.
Yeah, we can.
We'll leave a bit of tension.
Yeah.
A reason to join us. We will. Yeah, we won't be very long.
We won't be very long. We'll be back.
Please
very,
go
very
and have a
soon.
wee, or make yourselves a cup of tea, or something.
Or stay with
Or-
Rogan.
Or
Stay
stay
with
with
Ross.
Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang out with me for a bit.
See you in a little bit.
All right. Hello, everyone. It's just us now. It's just us. If you've got any questions, I mean, apart from that mysterious cackle that came from the ether, don't know what that is. But if anyone's got any questions about the campaign or Rogan or board game stuff, because we probably like board games, right? Then you're more than welcome to ask away. So far, I feel like the heist's going really well. It seems like we're off to a flying start, and we've scaled a wall and fallen with a piercing scream. So it's only up from here. I think it's a really solid start to a break and entry to retrieve the Stone of Galore. Can we call this segment "Going Rogan"? 100%. That is that is a fantastic suggestion for the name. That everyone might not be on board with, but Rogan 100% is. If Rogan can get his name shoehorned into anything, he's always game for that. What's the plan post Waterdeep Dragon Heist? Will the campaign continue? So I don't want to speak for everyone, but we are looking into other role-playing games. If we did continue, then we've been discussing maybe some one-shots or some shorter campaigns that are not D&D, that are a little bit left field, a little bit different. So we're thinking about options at this stage, but it's my understanding that the idea is that we'd like to continue, but maybe try something a little bit different. Let's see what else we got. This is the best heist of the Graalhund Villa I've watched this evening. I mean, it's certainly the best heist I've been involved with this evening so far. Millie says, I volunteer as guest GM if Efka ever wants to play. That's a fantastic suggestion, and we'll let Efka decide. I think the idea might have been that one of the other members of the team would GM if we did like a one shot. So someone else within the group would have a go at GMing, but it's a very generous offer. What could go wrong, says Bob. Very little so far. It's almost going too well, I think, in terms of any kind of adventure. But obviously, earlier on, there was a question of free drinks. Why is this even a question? And Rogan, even though it was the plan to form a distraction for the group, did feel the law and was like, Rogan was like, I could go to the tavern. You may have noted that Rogan was keen on that idea. Had his special mug that obviously allows him to drink endlessly. Okay, so we're going to the question. Ross, was it said at the start that this was your first D&D campaign? Correct. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever played D&D on this particular stream. I'm really enjoying it. I always wanted to try D&D. I think it's an interesting system. I think D&D is quite combat orientated. So I kind of like the idea of trying some different things. Like there's a role playing game that I've owned for years, and Efka and Elaine, who are there in the background, could probably chip in what it's called. It's the one. What's the role playing game that's like a Coen Brothers film? What's that one called again? Fiasco. Yeah. So I think like in terms of role playing, Fiasco is probably more my kind of flavor of what I would like role playing games to be. It's one of those things where D&D is quite combat orientated. As much as I enjoy it, because there's been some ridiculous Rogan combat moments, and there's been some ridiculous combat moments generally, and in very enjoyable. I think I kind of like the idea of roleplay that isn't necessarily as combat heavy, which D&D, from my limited experience, and especially because I've only played this campaign, seems to be. Hello, Elaine. Okay, well, bring everyone back. Someone did say they'd like to see Paul in the GM's chair. Someone else said like to see other characters DM in a one shot, and someone said I think Rogan should GM in character. I think that would be horrendous, but it's a fantastic suggestion.
That's such a good idea.
That is a fantastic idea.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
I'd be up for it. Yeah.
I like this interlude idea, and I like the way that Ross conspiratorially says it's just us now, because it's not. It's not.
Paul was there the whole time listening. He couldn't step away.
You said that so, I don't know, conspiratorially.
It was meant to be. It was meant to be a little private moment I was sharing with everyone, but apparently I wasn't allowed it.
Well, I feel like you can't share a private moment with everyone because, by definition, you've got a contradiction in terms. By definition, you've got a contradiction in terms. That's a mangled phrase.
All right. Is everyone ready to fight some shadows?
I mean, Russ is doing faces at me.
Are we fighting?
I'm ready.
I mean...
Wait, what? I'm not going to fight anything. We're going to very quietly... Look,
I do believe Marche may have let out a piercing scream while falling over the other side of the wall.
True, but that doesn't mean we have to fight. Maybe they just want to be friends.
They don't want to be friends. Could you please roll initiative?
We got over the wall. We got as far as getting... Oh, damn it. Got as far as getting over the wall, and already this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Marche, what did you get?
17.
Ooh, wow.
I know, right?
That's not bad.
Hopefully,
I mean, if anyone, you knew something bad was going to happen after that scream.
Gina?
15.
Ooh, 15. Nice.
Speedy folks.
Aris
11.
and Rogan.
12.
Oh.
Don't forget to show the minis, like we
This is
said
true.
before the interlude.
This is true.
Yeah. We might show the minis after the game itself.
Okay, sure. Also
Oh
fine.
no, because then they
Yeah.
can see who's got.
Sorry?
No, like the audience can see what we look like.
Oh yeah, of
before
course,
we-
of course, of
before
course,
we
of course,
go,
of
right?
course.
No?
Yeah, yeah. No, that makes perfect
I'm
sense.
really sorry. I ate grape in the break, and now I have it stuck in my tail. Right. Okay. Right. So this is me. This is me, Maché. This. Can you guess who this might be? Oh, it's very, very
Can't really
small.
see it.
Well, how about if I put it on me? Can you see it now? So tiny.
Well, I
Surely
guess that's
Gina.
me.
Well, this
It
is
was.
going well.
Eris, I guess? Or
This is Aris. Yeah. Oh, if I put it in front of my face, then I'm a better backdrop. There we go. This is Aris. And then this is Rogan.
Excellent
Elaine's
impression.
got a Rogan voice.
It's a poor imitation of the real Rogan.
It's not
That
bad.
is Rogan. Yeah.
If I ever need to
Hopefully
take a
everyone
week
can see
off,
that.
if I ever take a week off, we can get a
Yeah.
pillow with a face drawn on it, and you can do a different voice.
No, let's put it back on that. Oh, I've done a wrong there, Efka.
That's all right, Elaine.
Hooray! Good. Okay.
Good. Okay.
There we go.
Marche, you're
Aye.
first up. There's
Oh, blast.
there's three shadowy figures floating towards you.
Right, so we are
menacingly.
all.
Oh boy.
A speed is what?
What is your speed? It's on your character sheet.
But like, sorry.
Do you want to transform into a wall repair person?
So every square is 5 feet.
5 feet.
Yeah.
My speed. I've never had to look at this before on this character sheet. I don't know where it is. I'm sorry. Oh, 30 feet.
Normal human speed.
Normal human speed. I have a question for everybody. Where do you want to start at the back or at the front? So we
Doesn't matter.
we have Gina and Marche at the front, Rogan and Aris at the back. Is that good?
Yeah, for Gina, it doesn't matter.
No,
That's fine by me, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. In that case, what I'm going to do is it. Can you move diagonally? I can't.
No,
remember.
you can't. No, you cannot.
No. Right. So I have to move 1, 2, 3.
You can, yeah.
4. What?
Yeah, you can move diagonally. I
Can
don't
you?
see why. not. Yeah, sure.
Orthogonal movement only.
Is it orthogonal movement only?
No.
Right, then.
I'll say
1,
for now you can
2,
move diagonally.
3, 4,
I think that's
5.
fine.
It doesn't matter that
Yeah.
much. I can't get very far anyway. So that's where I've got to.
Okay.
Can I prepare, please, a what's it called? A spell that will let me. It's not an alarm. Sorry, I'm trying to find the spell that I'm talking about. Which I had up just now and then ruined it. It will let me. I'm so sorry. Yes, magical tinkering.
Okay.
Because I need to imbue a tiny non-magical object. I would like to imbue it with the scream that I just did. With the view that in the future I can throw it somewhere else and redirect them. That's kind of the plan.
Interesting.
I love it.
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
I'm sorry I had to find out what it was called.
So magical tinkering, did you say?
Magical tinkering
is what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a single action spell or is that some sort of
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's a bonus action.
Does Marsha have any abilities that can make people less
Yeah,
shadowy?
it's an action. No. Goo, perhaps. I can
Yeah,
chuck.
it's one action
I can
and give
chuck
it one of the following magical properties of your choice. It either sheds bright light.
So no, I don't want to do that.
Whenever it's
Although-
tapped by a creature, it emits a recorded message that
Yeah.
can be heard up to 10 feet away. So that's pretty good because it's only 10 feet away. Yeah. Yeah, sure. And what do you... okay, so you imbue this... Like, what did you say you were imbuing?
A scream
But into what? Like, specifically?
into what do I have on me? Hang on. Oh gosh, troll toe hair.
Ugh.
A rock.
Marche
rock.
carries the
Okay.
worst things.
Yeah,
In
definitely.
it. Word, Ross.
Okay,
word.
so you imbue a rock with the scream that you just made that can be
I
heard
think so.
10 feet away. Okay, well, that's your turn. Next up, it's Gina.
So each square is 5 feet, right?
Yeah, each square is 5 feet.
So they're pretty far away.
They are pretty far away.
Gina will want to move into the bushes
Mm-hmm.
up there. I
Here,
have
up
25
here?
feet, so 1, 2, 3, 4, like right up from Marche. No, if you
Oh.
have Marche, like no, the bushes up above.
Closer to you, Elaine. Close
Yeah.
to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Like here?
And now
Yeah.
5 to the right. Your left.
There.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Okay.
So I'm hidden away.
I will get this. Sorry.
Nah,
No, that's fine.
okay.
Oh,
So
5 more?
5 more?
Why did you move me further?
Because you said 5 more.
No, I saw you move me further, but I only have 25 feet walking speed. So I can only move like 5 squares, right?
right. Sorry, I think Elaine thought that you were running.
No,
I
I'm
thought
not
you
running.
were moving twice.
No,
Sorry.
okay.
No, just once.
So you can only actually, if you were here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can get to here.
Yeah, there you go. That's fine.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Okay, so
No,
you-
that's. Oh wait, yeah.
go on.
And then I
Sorry.
can still do stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can still do
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Before you continue, where's my thing? Where's my 60 feet? Can I reach that? 1, 2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Three.
60 feet you can.
Okay, I will vicious mock the one that's standing on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I love the idea of hiding in a bush and just mocking someone.
I can see it, but he cannot. Like
Yeah.
This
if the
fella
target
there,
can hear you, though it need not to understand
It's
you.
great. It's great mockery.
Doesn't matter.
It's great mockery.
Mm-hmm.
It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage.
Okay. Let's see if it does do that. It's just like a shadow. It's just hovering towards you. It seems to be entirely unaffected by your words.
Yep.
It's quite terrifying, actually, as you realize as it approaches closer to you.
That's fine.
Well,
It's moving. Uh-oh.
It
it
disappeared off
is.
the map.
Yeah, it's now its turn.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's becoming scary now.
It was a bit scary already.
My mock was drawn, by the way, like, you don't scare me. Like, if it's need to be scary, like, you're not scary.
I like na 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 na.
Yeah, you're not scary.
I could do that if you like.
7.
We've got a mocking
moved
bush
really
and a
fast.
screaming rock.
How fast
Come
can
at
that
us.
guy move?
Come on,
Very
shadows.
fast. It floats towards you at tremendous speed. It emits no sound whatsoever as it does that, right? It's almost as if like it doesn't even entirely exist. You get this sort of
Weird.
like strange feeling like this. You can see it, but you don't feel the sort of effects of anything approaching you, if that makes sense, right?
A weird
Like-
sentry. It's not like a person.
Oh, these definitely not people.
And it just sort of swipes at you with its hands, or what
But
seems
I'm
to be
hidden.
hands. You are hidden, but it can see you because you didn't make an active like any kind of height check. You actually, in fact, screamed
I am
out
naturally more stealthy though.
No, that's fine. But you did just scream out of those bushes. You know, you did do vicious mockery. So that's, in my opinion, you become a perfectly valid target.
For screaming.
Yeah. But thankfully, you've prepared yourself and you managed to just duck out of the way as its hands try to envelop you. The rest of these will just float towards you.
Do you want me to move them?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Floaty.
This just floats towards Marche. That doesn't do anything yet.
I'll try not to do a massive scream again when it runs towards me.
I mean, you'd be forgiven if you did.
Just throw a screamy rock over its shoulder.
I plan to do that in 6 seconds' time.
The four figures stood in front of it might be a little bit more distracting than one shouty rock, but we can certainly try.
Okay, so another one floats towards Rogan. And then after that, it's Rogan Morbash's turn.
Oh yeah. How close is the one right next to me?
Yeah, there's one right next to you. There's one literally right next to you.
Is my battle axe indicating that it has any inherently useful abilities in this particular moment? I'm waiting for it to click in to magic mode.
Your battle axe is a battle axe.
It's not like what was the sword called in Lord of the Rings?
When
the orcs sting.
Yeah.
It's called Sting. Is it?
Yeah. It sings.
Rock
when
sound.
orcs approach.
Can I like try and figure out what this floaty weird thing in front of me is?
I mean,
that's like a whole action to do. That's a waste of an action. I'm just gonna swing my axe at it. Classic Roman. I'm gonna swing an axe at whatever's in front of me.
Swingy,
I mean,
swingy.
that seems perfectly legit to me.
It would have been a fantastic idea if I hadn't rolled 7.
Okay, well, it just swings right through it. It's like you chopped air and nothing happened.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and that was Rogan's turn. And next is Harris.
Harris will, looking towards the balcony that we have seen earlier.
That's here, right?
Yeah,
it's above that area. Is that an area of like shrubbery?
So the shrubbery is underneath the balcony. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit more wilty because it's not getting as much sunshine as the rest of the shrubbery.
Poorly maintained. And also probably because weird shades pass by and they probably make everything wilt that they go near.
Absolutely.
I want to unhook my grappling hook from the wall that is currently on, rush over to where that balcony is and try and hook it up there with the thought that maybe all of us might want to
climb away.
Fine.
Yeah. Sure. Which
Gina,
may or may not
climb?
work. I don't know.
Love that idea. Love that idea.
How far can you move, Paul?
30 feet or so.
1, 2,
What
3,
a
That's the
4,
balcony.
5.
That's the balcony.
Oh no, he's in the bush.
Oh, he's in the bush. Yeah, but he's under the balcony. Yeah.
Yeah, you're under the balcony.
Okay, Aris, give me an acrobatics check. Right. Let's see if you can.
Okay. I'm fairly good at this. Let's see how this goes. That's pretty good. That's 17.
Yeah, you managed to, hook the hook, as it were.
If I can start climbing this turn, I will start as well. But my hope is this gives us maybe these folks will float up after us. I don't know, but I feel like hanging around down here.
You can still climb this turn.
I'll start hand over hand climbing up, and saying, "Hey, maybe we should head this way."
This is gonna get a little weird.
Ooh, is it going to be 2 levels of map?
Oh god.
There we go.
Oh, it was caught by the cup holder.
Yeah.
We nearly
That's
had
a
a
good
disaster, but it was fine.
The cup holder did its job.
You can put that away. It's fine.
I'm not sure I can bring this into the map. There we go. Look, you're on the balcony. This is the balcony.
There you are.
It works.
Where is he? You can't see him.
Let's bring the entire thing closer.
He's under the writing.
No, he's under the
further.
writing.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
Yay! Awesome.
Hey, that worked.
Okay, great. I feel a little bit safer, and I will have my bow unhooked and be turning back to everyone else and hoping that they will maybe, I don't know if this is a great idea, but maybe folks can follow upward. I also feel like if I start shooting at shades, arrows will go through shades.
That might happen or might not happen. That was Aris's turn. Next, it's Marche.
So this is the opposite way round to that, right?
This is kind of sort of. This
No.
is so. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Right here. It's that, right? So where Aris is, which is right here.
Oh no, it's the same way round.
Like here, yeah. It's the same way round.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to chuck my screamy rock.
Yeah, sure.
Do I need to make some sort of check for this?
What are you chucking the rock at?
Just hopefully about here.
That's fine. You can just chuck it as a bonus action.
Oh.
Yeah. The rock is there. Is there anything else you would like to do?
When does it activate?
Immediately, if you wanted
Hooray.
to. Yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to do on this turn?
So it didn't work.
I mean,
It didn't distract.
you don't know that.
They didn't run away.
It's not the Shade's turn yet.
I mean,
Okay,
also,
alright,
you
sorry,
only,
I'm so
you
sorry.
only,
yes.
you only threw it
I
2
understand.
squares behind it, so at best it's just going to turn around and have a look.
I understand. So
Yeah.
I'm going to put a D4 where
Okay.
I throw it.
Yeah, sure.
Or maybe slightly further, right? 20 feet? Is that
Yeah,
fine?
okay,
I can
okay,
throw it
that's
20
fine.
feet.
At least throw it in like a bush or something, so it's not easily visible on the floor.
Yeah, there in
Okay.
the bush.
Yeah.
So the scream sounds like it's coming out of the bush.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right?
that sounds
Who
good.
knows what's
Okay.
going on?
Then I'm so sorry. I was like, oh no, it didn't work. Like it's not their turn yet. Right. What else I would like to do is I'm just going to try and. I guess I can't really grab them, can I? So I'm just going to throw some fire at them and see if that does anything.
Okay, go for
That
it.
Yeah.
might.
Yeah.
So I take a very hot potato-like potion, throw it, natural 20.
Whoa.
Nice.
At the guy in front of me.
Okay, so you roll double damage on that.
That's 2d10s.
That's pretty good.
Whoa!
That's a maximum of 20 damage.
That's fast math.
That's 12 damage.
Hey, so that's not
Hey.
bad. You
But-
feel like so what visibly happened is you've set one of them on fire, right? But the fire sort of and like it let out like a very faint shriek, right? Like something you think you maybe heard or but not quite sure, right? It's a shriek, but it felt like a muted shriek, right? But then as soon as the fire sort of started blazing on it, it just and went away, right?
Okay, yeah. It put it out. It snuffed out the fire.
Yeah, but you think it
Okay.
hurt it a little bit.
Okay, cool. Efka drew the maps, by the way.
Oh yeah, someone was asking in chat
Yeah.
who drew the maps.
Yeah.
That would be
Oh,
me.
nice.
Yeah. They're only from the book. You know, I just copied what was in the book, and
That's still good.
thank you. Next up, it's Gina in the bush.
Yeah. So wisdom is not gonna do anything. Most of my spells are wisdom based, so that's gonna be tough. I think Gina will just try to stab it. Doesn't matter if it's not
Stabby,
gonna work.
stabby.
She wants to stab it with
for
her
it.
rapier. And that's a 16.
Yeah, you slice through the shadow. Roll some damage.
Ooh.
D8. That's an 8 plus 2, so that's 10 damage.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay. So
She's
that's,
pissed.
yeah, right. That's pretty good. But you feel like again, like the shadow like lets out a shriek, but it's that same sort of weird muted shriek that you heard the shadow that's next to Marche, emit as well. And you see that like visibly, like you sliced right through it, and for a second, like it was in two parts, but then it just knitted itself back.
Oh,
Right?
that's cool.
And that's your turn. And
Well, I wanted to move, but if
Go
it
on,
was
go on.
no, I'm not moving if it's still there because that will give him an attack of opportunity, right?
yes, absolutely.
So I'm not moving.
Okay. Then it's the shadow's turn. The shadow that's next to Marche is going to go first. It's not going to move.
Okay.
It's just going to swipe at you.
Wasn't that
Well, I
shadow
don't know.
poof gone?
No, it's still there.
No, it came
Yeah.
back.
The fire puff gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Marche, you easily duck. It must have
Oh,
been.
really?
Yeah, like
My
destroyed
AC
by
is
the
10,
fire.
right?
Yeah,
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you easily duck this
Okay.
attack, right? The one that's next to
Cool.
Gina is going to attack Gina. And that is 18 versus armor class.
I've got 13. So.
Okay. As the shadow sort of swipes through you, and it's literally through you, right? You for a moment you think, well, that did nothing, and then it sinks in. This sort of crippling feeling from inside of you. It's at the same time like there's a wrongness to it that just you don't want to experience again. It's unsettling and it's painful.
Oof.
But it's also like you feel like something inside of you just rotted or something.
Oh,
You know? Yeah, it's really unpleasant. And just let's see just how painful it is. So you take 8 necrotic damage.
Oof.
That seems like a lot.
That does seem like a lot.
Yes. And also, please reduce your strength score by 2.
Yikes.
Like the actual
Yeah, the
total
actual
score or
so not the modifier, the score. So if your strength score is 12, then it would be 10. If your strength score is 14, it would be 12, and so on.
Blimey.
Rogan, there's a shadow next to you as well, and it's going to swipe at you as well.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's also 18 versus armor class.
I have armor class 19. I am okay.
Nice.
Crikey, Rogan.
It's
Yeah.
It's
Super
that
armor you
paste.
have.
It's that paste I've got on it.
Yeah.
You just smell so nice. Your airways are so clear. You just duck out the way.
It's that menthol freshness.
And that's the shadows, and now it's Rogan's turn.
All right. Rogan is definitely going to attempt to hit a shadow again, because Rogan feels like if anyone should make a break for the rope to get out of here, it should probably be him last. So that he's going to attempt to fight the shadows, but he will go to Eris. Eris, could you fire some arrows down here to help us out? He'll shout that, or well, I won't shout it. He'll just say it in his natural voice, which is really loud at this time of night, so it'll carry quite easily. And then he's going to roll. He's going to roll for an attack. And that is, he's really not doing good against these shadows. For someone who's got dark vision, he doesn't seem to be having a good attempt at swinging at shadows. That was 6. So what he's going to do is he's going to use his action surge. Just lock into it already.
Yeah.
Hope for the best. That was a natural 20. So that's how you roll a dice. I figured it out. So now I'm going to roll some attack damage. and it's just me versus them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I have I'm dueling. I gain +2 damage when I'm dueling if I'm fighting someone one-on-one. So I will be doing 12 damage.
Ooh.
So did you roll double damage for the crit?
No, I didn't. That was just single.
Ooh.
Do I get double damage?
Nice.
You get double damage for the crit, yeah.
Ooh, 24 then.
So it's not the bonus that's double, it's whatever you roll on the dice.
So I
that's
rolled
double.
5, so that would be 10 plus another 4, so that would be 14 rather than that's not right. How did I get 12 earlier? Oh yeah, because it's +5. Sorry, yeah. So it's 10, 17. There we go. Got there in the end. 17.
Okay. That. That slices through the shadow, and in a way that sort of like cleaves it in half, and it's almost like the bottom of it just outright disappeared, right? Like you sliced through it in half, and the bottom of it just vanished, and again it lets out that same type of shriek that you know, like before, but also there's a moment of like, whoa, I think I really damaged this, but it's starting to regrow from where you sliced it down.
Oh snap! Okay.
Yeah, and
Right.
and then also at this moment you hear a voice in your head, and for a moment you thought it's just your own voice, like, but it says, "You've got this, Rogan," and you're like, what? And then
It's my axe talking to me.
your axe starts
I
to
think it
glow bright
What?
light. And this shadow monstrosity now starts shrieking constantly, right? Like as soon as it sees that glowing bright light, it's really affected by this, and before it could regrow back, it sort of just dissipates away,
That's awesome.
right?
Interesting.
So yeah,
I think Rogan doesn't really have anything pithy to say. He's just kind of shocked that the axe spoke to him and then made the shadow monster disappear. He's kind of shocked looking at this axe.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked.
but then the axe like goes dim again.
Okay.
Goes back to being an axe. Okay.
Yeah. And that was Rogan's turn.
Wow.
And
That was
next
awesome.
up on the turn roster, it's Aris.
It is. What have you found, Rogan? That's interesting. Okay, first of all, up on the balcony, having his cool balcony time. It's cool balcony time with like half a
Right,
second of
yeah.
peripheral vision. There's no one else up on the balcony with me, right?
No.
There isn't like a window next to me.
There's
with, like,
a
some
door
person
leading-
looking
there's-
out.
No, there's a door leading into the back into the villa, but there are literally like no windows on this balcony.
Great, fine. As long as I feel safe up here, I can notch an arrow and hopefully, as it seems like we can harm or affect these shade things, aim at the nearest shade thing from where I am.
Okay, go for it.
I'm good at this. I'm good at arrows. I'm good at bows. I'm fairly good. That's a 15.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right. Short bow, 1d6 plus 3.
All of your targets have your allies next to you, so you would get sneak attack
Sneak
as well.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. In that case, this is exciting. That's 9 plus 5 is 14.
That's
That's a fancy sneaky
that's
shot.
That is a fancy sneaky shot. Was this the shadow next to Gina or Marche?
I think Gina's a bit closer. Is that right?
No, Marche's closer.
Marche's closer.
I'm slightly closer.
It might be Marche then. It was the nearest one, and it would have
That's
been just
good.
aiming rough for
That's
the head.
helpful to me.
Okay.
Also,
So your arrow went through the shadow and almost sort of hit like Gina's feet as well. But there's like a hole in the shadow now. So like the force of it must have like torn through it quite a bit. So you've definitely damaged it, and that hole isn't stitching itself back up.
I wonder what these things are. So strange.
It's now Marche's turn.
I'm still engaged in combat with this, which is a bit of a pain because I really would like to heal Gina. But if I do that, the problem is it's going to get an attack of opportunity against me.
Attack is often the best form of defense, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but then Gina will still have that one next to her. Okay, I'm gonna throw another fiery fire.
I thought we had a couple of potions, just as an aside. Didn't like I thought
You both had them.
That was ages ago that me and Aris got them. Though we got other potions since then.
Yeah, you have gotten other potions since then. You've got a couple
Yeah.
of extra potions of healing as well.
Yeah,
But I
not
think we
used yet.
divided it again between you two
really?
because we are
Okay.
the healers as
All right.
well.
Fair enough.
I think that would have made sense because we did that before as well.
I think that's right. I feel like, I mean, I have one right now in my inventory.
Very good.
12.
12. Oh my god, you almost chucked a potion of fire at Gina, but you didn't. And in fact, like it just caught the shade, and you know you've set it on fire, which is just as well because it's next to you.
Do I get
Wait,
bit of
was
damage?
that a ranged? That was a ranged attack, wasn't it? That was. Were you attacking the one next to you, or?
No, Gina's one.
Gina's
do I
one.
get an attack of opportunity?
You are making a ranged attack against
A target that I'm not engaged with.
Yeah,
I do anyway. Okay. Yeah. Oh shoot. Okay. Blast.
Yeah, 1 second.
Because I feel like Aris has got the one. Is going to take care of the one next to me,
Mm-hmm.
or at least.
Just bear with me, so
or at least-
1 second.
Rogan could have moved. Also, I think no,
He could have, but
but didn't. But
I was kind of
can.
I was stood next to someone at the time, wasn't I?
No, sorry, ranged attacks do not provoke attacks of opportunity, but you do have disadvantage if you fire at someone in melee, but you didn't fire at someone in melee. So
I'm not firing at him. I would like to fire
Yeah.
fire at the one
That's
that's
fine.
attacking
That's fine.
Gina
Sorry.
because I would like to heal Gina really, but I don't know why I'm rolling again. Sorry.
no, please roll for damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 2.
Okay. Well, it barely cinched it, but you know. it's
Never
something.
mind.
Yeah. And you wanted to heal Gina as well. You said.
I can't.
Can
That's,
you-
that's main
yeah, because
action.
she did her.
Do you have a heal as a bonus action or not?
No, I
'Cause-
don't think so. Actions. Let's check. Bonus action. Oh, healing word.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I do
But
have
healing word is a touch.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Why though? Because it's a word. You don't have to touch people to speak to them. Hang on. Let me just double check that. No, range 60 feet.
Oh, 60 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're fine.
Can I do healing word as
Yeah, you
well
can.
then as
Yeah,
my bonus
absolutely, you
action?
can.
I have to take this rock off because I need the dice. Cool. Oh, that's better. I heal Gina for 7 points of
that's good.
healing. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Cool.
Fantastic.
Oh, that worked out better than I thought actually.
So that was Marche's turn. Now it's Gina's turn.
Gina will not run away because she doesn't want to be attacked again. So she's just gonna I think Gina is gonna thunder wave in desperation because she didn't like the claws through her body. She feels rotten. And thunder wave, I'm worried it's not gonna do anything, but I still that's her I am scared, go away from me move. So that is each creature in a 15-foot cube. So that includes Marche.
Yikes.
Sweet. Thanks, Gina, after I've just healed you.
Must make a Constitution saving throw.
Wow. Good
Playing
luck.
mind games with me.
Well, first she couldn't climb the wall, and now someone is clawing through her body, and it's I mean,
12.
they already know we're here, so more audio doesn't matter.
What passes? Is it 13?
13 is the spell save, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
I failed.
Elaine, you failed.
Cool.
I think Gina's trying to sabotage this endeavour.
They're a traitor mechanic.
Okay,
She's the
neither of the
werewolf.
shades passed their constitution check as well.
Okay, so I roll 2d8 thunder damage, and everyone is
Ooh,
pushed
crikey.
10 feet away from me.
Okay.
I'm already 10 feet away from you.
No,
What?
everyone's pushed still, so...
Still 10
yeah.
feet.
Okay.
Also, the audience, audible thunder boom for 300 feet.
Can you push both of the shades up to the wall?
I'm sorry, but it's 12 damage.
Like this? Is that where you want the Mefka?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
12?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
12.
half my hit points.
Okay, well, you blast these shades with a loud, thunderous blast that can be heard easily in the villa, on the streets.
Nice.
Literally, the entire neighborhood you can hear just go quiet for a second. All the sounds of the night and whatever, and the revelry, everything stops.
The night birds.
Yeah.
My birds.
You do pretty much tear both of these shades into smithereens.
Hey!
Well, that's something.
Yeah.
Are they dead?
They
Hope
are
don't
dead.
have
Yeah.
Good job, Gina. I think it was worth it in the end.
And you've massively injured Marche.
Ew! Ew!
So everyone in the area knows we're here, but we're not in immediate grave danger,
You're not in immediate grave danger.
apart from Gina.
Yeah. And we'll see what the consequences of Gina's actions are next week. As
Gina,
that
it was
is-
worth it.
Oh,
It was
boy.
worth it.
It was worth it.
As
I
that,
can heal you back, Marcia.
It's fine. I understand why you did it. I understand you did a brave thing.
I'm not talking to you as Gina. I am shivering in the bushes, hiding.
It was a
thank you,
scary encounter.
Rowan might get
Scary
noisy.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Here's someone worrying about noise. Thank you everyone for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, then this episode will go out on Monday, and every other episode after that will go out on Monday. And if you're watching on Twitch every Saturday, 8 p.m. UK time, you can watch this live with us, and we really appreciate if you do. There's a lovely community. We see a lot of the same people every week who are active in chat and keep the adventure lively and interesting for us and everyone else. So thank you very much for everyone watching on Twitch live. And thank you for everyone who's watched 14 episodes of the show so far.
Crikey.
Yeah, I know, right?
That is a number.
That is a number.
It's
Uh,
exactly a number, yes.
Next week is episode 15, and we'll see if it's the end of this chapter. It's certainly nearing towards it. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you had a very lovely time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.